Welcome all the students of 9th standard in the new academic year of 2020-21. Today we are going to learn the subject Science and Technology Part 1. From this subject we are going to study the first lesson, Laws of Motion. From that we are going to study the topics number 1, motion, number 2, distance and displacement, number 3, speed and velocity, and effect of speed and direction on velocity. The first concept, motion of an object. Can you tell in which of the given examples can you sense motion? The first example, the flight of a bird. The second example is a stationary train. Third is a stone lying on a hill. And fourth is a kite flying in air. Think about it. The answer is we can sense motion in the examples of the flight of a bird and a kite flying in air. The remaining two objects, that is a train and a stone, they are stationary, hence they are not in motion. We see the motion of several objects every day, but sometimes we cannot see the motion of an object directly. For example, motion of a breeze. To study the concept of motion, watch the next video and think of the questions asked in it. From that, you can learn the definition of the motion.
1. You are traveling in a bus. Is the person sitting next to you in motion? 2. What do you take into consideration to decide if an object is moving or not? You have learnt that motion is a relative concept. If the position of an object is changing with respect to its surroundings, then it is said to be in motion. Otherwise, it is said to be at rest. Displacement and distance. Let's try this. 1. Measure the distance between points A and B in different ways as shown in figure 2. Now measure the distance along the dotted line. Which distance is correct according to you and why? Think about it. A. Sheetal first went to her friend Sangeeta's house on her way to school. B. Prashant went straight from home to school. Both are walking with the same speed. Who will take less time to reach the school and why? In the above example, is there a difference between the actual distance and the distance travelled? What is it? Distance is the length of the actual path travelled by an object in motion while going from one point to another, whereas displacement is the minimum distance between the starting and finishing.
Now, these are the answers of the questions asked in videos. The answer of the question 1. When you are traveling in a bus, the person sitting next to you is not in motion with respect to you, but that person is in motion with respect to a person on the road. And thus we can say that motion is a relative concept. The second question, answer of the second question. To decide whether an object is in motion or not, we consider whether it changes its position with respect to its surroundings or not. And answer to the third question, the distance travelled by Prashant is less than that travelled by Sheetal. Hence, Prashant will take less time to reach the school. From both the videos, we can learn that motion is a relative concept and what are the two quantities, distance and displacement. Now watch the next video again.
Use your brain power. 1. Every morning, Swarali walks round the edge of a circular field having a radius of 100 meters. As shown in figure, if she starts from the point A and takes one round, how much distance has she walked and what is her displacement? 2. If a car starting from point B goes to point Q and then returns to point P, how much distance has it travelled and what is its displacement? Even if the displacement of an object is 0, the actual distance traversed by it may not be 0.
Now think about the answers of the given questions. Question number 1. The distance covered by Swarali in one round. That distance can be found by finding the circumference of the circle. The formula of the circumference is 2 pi r. Then put the values of pi is equal to 22 upon 7 and the radius is given as 100 meter, and then by solving we get the distance covered by Swarali in one round is 4400 upon 7 meter. You can solve it in your notebook. Now we have to find her displacement. Swarali covers a distance in one round, that is, she returns at the initial position after each round, and therefore her displacement is 0 meter. The second question is of the car. The distance travelled by the car is distance PQ plus distance QP is equal to 360 meter plus 360 meter is equal to 720 meter, but the displacement is 0 meter. That is, distance travelled is 720 meter, but the displacement of the car is 0 meter because she returns to the initial position again. From the last video, we have understood that there is a difference between the actual distance and the distance travelled. Now we compare the two quantities, distance and displacement. Distance, displacement. At first, definition of the distance. Distance is the length of the actual path followed by the body in motion while going from one point to another. And the definition of displacement is the shortest distance from the initial point to the final point of movement of a body. Then distance is a scalar quantity and displacement is a vector quantity. Now what is a scalar and vector? You have studied it. Scalar means the quantity which can be expressed by expressing only its magnitude, and vector quantity means the quantity which can be expressed by giving its magnitude and direction. Then the third point, magnitude of the distance is greater than or equal to that of displacement. It means that the value of distance is always greater than or equal to displacement, and for displacement the magnitude of displacement is less than or equal to that of distance. Distance is always greater than 0, or we can say that distance cannot be 0. Displacement can be 0. The next two quantities are speed and velocity. These two quantities are related with distance and displacement. That is, speed is related to the distance while velocity is related to the displacement. This is the difference between speed and velocity. At first, definitions. The distance traveled by an object in unit time is called as speed. The distance traveled in a particular direction by an object in unit time is called its velocity. Speed is a scalar quantity. Velocity is a vector quantity. This is the formula of speed. This is the formula of velocity. Now both the quantities have same units, that is SI unit is meter per second and CGS unit is centimeter per second. Again there is one point, the values of speed and velocity are same only when the motion is along a straight line. Otherwise these values are different. Again see the next video.
Effect of speed and direction on velocity. Sachin is traveling on a motorbike. Explain what will happen in the following events during Sachin's ride. 1. What will be the effect on the velocity of the motorcycle if its speed increases or decreases, but its direction remains unchanged? 2. In case of a turning on the road, will the velocity and speed be the same? If Sachin changes the direction of the motorcycle, keeping its speed constant, what will be the effect on the velocity? 3. If on a turning, Sachin changes the direction as well as the speed of the motorcycle, what will be the effect on its velocity? It is clear from the above that velocity depends on speed as well as direction, and that velocity changes by 1. Changing the speed while keeping the direction same. 2. Changing the direction while keeping the speed same. 3. Changing the speed as well as the direction. Always remember, the first scientist to measure speed as the distance upon time was Galileo. The speed of sound in dry air is 343.2 meters per second, while the speed of light is about 3 multiplied by 10 raised to 8 meters per second. The speed of revolution of the Earth around the Sun is about 29,770 meters per second.
In today's lecture, we have studied the concepts of motion, distance, displacement, speed and velocity. Now read the lesson and do the given homework in your notebook. Thank you.